Hey everyone, Jester back yet again, continuing on with yet a new game. Today we are going to be starting Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Being that Star Wars Day is actually coming up, I figured now would be the perfect time to sit here and get ready to play this game. This one will be being played on PC, and I do have a number of mods that are installed to increase graphics of the game and a few other little details that will show up as we go through playing. So let's dive right in and start playing. Let's see, who are we going to choose? Who are we going to choose? I'm going to go with the Jedi Guardian. We'll go with custom. We'll go with this. Attributes. Okay, so we got 30 points. Let's go with 12 in strength. 12 in that, intelligence, wisdom. Okay, so now we also have 6. Okay, we'll just go 13 across the board. Okay, that'll work. For skills, awareness, way, injury. That'll work for us. Okay, so feats. Let's see. Choose one. We'll go with empathy. Oop, there we go. Empathy. Okay, so for our name. We're just going to keep it simple. Just going to go with Jester. Now, right off the bat, this isn't going to be a canon playthrough to what is actually canon to the story, because I believe the canon character for the game is actually a female. But we're not doing that, so we're going to go with our male character. But let's dive in and start playing. our ship's a little beat up, it looks like.
Hyperdrive offline. Multiple hull breaches detected. Proximity alert. The Ebon Hawk is adrift in space after a terrible battle. Most of its crew are dead or dying. You lie in the medical room in critical condition. You won't survive long without medical attention. The hyperdrive is damaged. Main power must be restored in order to bring the engines online and dock with the nearby Paragus mining station for much-needed repairs. Your fate and that of the Ebon Hawk depend upon T3M4, a lone astromech droid. Return to this location at any time to skip the prologue. Press WASD to move. You have new quest. To view your quest, open the gear.
Okay, so
This room contains a glass steel cylinder and the communications console.
let's see. Don't have what we need.
You will come across many containers, some of which will be locked. The computer spike you just picked up can be used at computer terminals to access functions.
Okay, let's access the computer. Open the door for us.
This is the main hold.
Okay, we got a locker.
This old woman appears to be dead. There is a key card on the body that looks like it opens a locker somewhere. You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage compartment, but the door is sealed shut and cannot be opened from the outside.
Okay, so it looks like we're a little bit damaged. Our health is down.
Your security skill is too low to open this footlocker. However, you can use your weapon to bash it open. Click on the bash icon or press 1.
We'll just keep ramming the thing till it opens.
Sometimes bashing or blowing open a container will break some of the items in the container, but you can use even broken items. They can be turned into useful components at a workbench.
Okay, computer spy. Okay.
If you need help exploring the Ebon Hawk, access the map screen by pressing M. This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. While some doors can be bashed open or cut open with a lightsaber or cutting tool, some doors require the use of the security skill to open. Use your security skill from the action bar to open this door and search the remains of the cargo hold beyond. While some doors can be bashed open or cut open with a lightsaber or cutting tool, some doors require the use of... This is the engine. This door is damaged and cannot be opened with your security skill or by bashing it. You will have to find and use an explosive trap to open this door. Take the lift outside the Ebon Hawk to find one. This lift will take you to the outer hull of the Ebon Hawk, where you will find many parts and mines to use for accessing and repairing the hyperdrive. Use the lift controls to go up. While some doors can be bashed open or cut open with a lightsaber or cutting tool, some doors require the use of the security skill. This is the main hold.
Can't help but think we're missing something besides going.
This is the main hold.
Okay. We have no repair things, or we can't repair ourselves.
This is the utility. You can use this lift to take you to...
Okay, so we're going outside. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This open hatch has some parts that will be useful for getting main power restored. This busted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Take the parts here back down below to get main power restored. These exposed wires control the door to the starboard dormitory. The door is currently sealed, but you can override it from here. Success!
We'll override it.
The door is opened. You can now access the starboard dormitory through the garage. Don't forget to explore the other side of the Ebon Hawk. This is the port side of... The bubbles ahead indicate mines that you've detected automatically with your awareness skill. Some mines require higher awareness to detect. Approach mines carefully. They will blow up and damage you if you get too close. You can use your demolition skill to either disable or recover these mines. Recovering mines requires a higher demolition skill than disabling them, but you get to keep the mine, which you can then use to set as a trap for enemies or break down into components at a workbench.
Okay. This is one of the Ebon Hawk's quad laser turrets. They are damaged, but
but you can scavenge some parts from it to use in repairing the Ebon Hawk.
We'll cover the mines.
You can use the explosive device in this missile to blow open the engine room door inside the Ebon Hawk. This will give you access to the hyperdrive. After you plant a mine, back away quickly so that you do not take damage. This is the port side of the Ebon Hawk.
Just wondering if there's anything else before I go.
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk.
Apparently there was.
You can use this lift to take you back inside the Ebon Hawk.
Okay, let's go back inside. I thought I opened the door. What door did I?
This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. This is the main hole.
I think the door that I actually opened.
This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened.
Oh, there's. How do I get over there?
This is the main hole. This is the engine room. This is the engine room. The port engine is shut down, but appears intact. Fixing the hyperdrive will allow you to restore power to the port engine and bring primary power online. The starboard engine is badly damaged. Fixing it won't be possible until after docking with the Paragus mining station. The hyperdrive is suffering badly. You won't be able to make the jump to light speed until it is fully repaired, and you do not have the needed equipment here on the Ebon Hawk. However, you should be able to rig the hyperdrive to restore primary power and bring the port engine online. This will allow you to dock with the Paragus mining station for full repairs.
Yeah.
Success! The hyperdrive is online. Primary power is restored. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Paragus.
Okay, I guess I thought maybe we'll follow.
Some doors can be bashed open or cut open with a lightsaber or cutting tool. This is the main hold. You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to the storage compartment, but the door is sealed shut and cannot be opened from the outside.
No.
This is the cockpit. You can now plot a course to the Paragus mining station. To dock with Paragus, left-click on the Paragus planet to select it, and then left-click on the travel button.
Okay, let's head to Paragus.
The sensors show the door to the storage compartment is being sliced. There is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Okay, so we're in a bathtub tank. Guess somebody came aboard and took us out. Okay, so wait. Okay, attack. Attacks are good. Lab station. Medical logs.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the coltal tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Okay.
Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Corta, are already Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the Kolto tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics. Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Okay, so I think something major actually happened here wherever we're at. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to be able to get out of here now. Chemicals. Oh, not pests, but yeah. Plasma torch. Good.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
Yeah.
Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the Kolto tank about you. How do you feel?
No.
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things. I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Yeah.
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
Yeah, we're no longer a member.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Sure, we have a troubled history.
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
What is this?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Yeah, what's this we were speaking
We
of?
were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed. Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived. You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions. I do not know. Why did they spare you? Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious. And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy. I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Okay, that was a dark side choice right there. Okay. We did find a weapon. Not the greatest, but it'll do.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed. Emergency lockdown overridden.
Okay, we got a sword. Broken droid part.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Okay, so we did find a regular sword. Unfortunately, we still don't have a sword. Oh shit! Mining laser. Still no clothes. Going to be getting attacked again.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Okay, so we gotta probably find a way to open this hatch. Still need clothes.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, Corder. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Okay.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility is going to be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives. So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility, and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Okay.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Okay. Oh, looks like there's more guys, droids there. Oh, somebody's alive in the holding cells?
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives. Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards. Ah, you hear it. It is faint, but it is there. It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
Okay, there's still thing there alive. Yeah.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come, I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Still don't have clothes. We still don't have clothes. Ooh, ooh. There's the door that guy was talking about from the maintenance stuff. Med pack, I need clothing. came from that way. Let's go up here first. Docking, okay. Still want clothes, damn it. Okay, so we found the override switch the guy said that was there.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here? Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns. Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal. Oh, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am. This slice of paradise is the Paragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Paragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up. Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Paragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator. You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator. You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting.
Then there was some big explosion, and then I was sitting here for a long time, waiting for some half-naked miner to show up and ask a bunch of questions.
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows? Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Well, that was the story. But whatever happened there must not have lasted. There was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's grand crusade finally consumed her.
Wait.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman. Look, no offense or anything, but your weird half-naked interrogation isn't my idea. Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
Oh, you figured it out.
From my beautiful view in this security cage? Look, I heard some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times. This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here. Huh? What are you talking about? So you done interrogating me, or are we gonna work together and try to get out of this mess? Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console. Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey!
Wrong.
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped. I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us. We could try, but if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up. Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours. Found anything?
No, because I'm trying to sit there and activate the comms and you're in the way.
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's gonna mean trouble. Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage in standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts.
Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with him. Corda's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this E3. And we still didn't find any clothes for ourselves. I pressed it so quick I don't know what it is. We even hitting the damn thing? Okay, so I see droids over there, it's cool one. One down there. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. Maybe we can get lucky. He could find it. I don't know. That's not good. But did we get what we needed? Oh. Oh, and you got shield. Cute. Okay, now let's see if we got what we actually need. Okay, we did. Okay, I have no more stuff. I'm confused. Oh. Here we got more spikes. Okay, so we have 3 spikes. System. Error. Okay, we got that door open. I don't want to download the loadout. Okay, so I'm curious here. The shock arm. Still no clothes. Oh! Oh!
So is that stupid droid of yours gonna come through or not? Well, I'm beginning to think I was a little better off in my... Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through. If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar. Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
You're either really brave or really crazy. Or both.
Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself. I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
Okay. So. On the close. Rear energy shield. Okay.
Don't you have some Jedi stuff to do?
Damn you. Oh, that's right. I need the level up. Skills. We got 2 points we could use. We'll go with a treat injury and awareness. Beats. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna go with toughness from what I saw. Okay, we're starting to get Jedi powers. Aura, speed, valor, resistance. Okay, so we... Okay, so I have to be level 6. Okay. or Scream. Okay, that's good. Oh, battle meditation. I remember Basil having that one in the first Knights of the Old Republic game. Although it wasn't a power we could actually control. Nah, let's go with speed. But this is also where we were stopped for now, and when we pick up next time, we will try to get off of this planet. So until then, everybody, it's going to be Jester saying, stay gaming.
Why don't you check out these videos? And if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and ring that bell to stay up to date on all notifications.